Hello. That is such a cool name. Is your name really Ducky? I love that name.
No,
No.
I'm from Vietnam, so it's just my nickname.
Yeah,
My
okay.
name is Duc,
Okay.
D-U-C.
Uh-huh. Duke.
I,
Yep.
I can write down, you can see.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Nice. Cool. So can I call you Ducky? Or can I call you I'll call you Duke. Duke. Um why why are you on Cambly? What are you trying to do? What would you
uh,
like to accomplish?
can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I think I can hear you okay. The the
Mm,
video
but
might be.
uh, but I think my network really slow. So can you wait me a minute? I change my network.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do, do, do.
Is it better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. It's probably better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, this is my I use Cambly to improve my English because I think my pronunciation is not good, so I decided to choose this platform to improve my English,
Okay.
and I focus on speaking skill.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Excellent.
and, okay,
Cool. So I have a perfect exercise for you. I
okay,
think you'll like this. So it'll help you think in English and then speak it. So it's called the WH question word exercise. So
okay,
you probably learned this. There's 6 WH question words: who, what, when, where, why, how. Okay. I
okay,
I give you one of those WH question words, and then you
mm,
have to usually think of something in English,
okay,
of a question to ask me. Now it could be about anything, right?
okay.
Yeah. So you'll see it. It's a little harder than it sounds, but you'll do. I'm sure you'll do great. So ask me a question using what?
Okay. The question with uh, what is your name and what did you do?
Okay. So usually I say, it's got to be a little more creative than that, but okay, because I don't think you know. Um,
Yes.
my name is Bill. Like,
Mm,
give me the check, the bill. Give me the bill. Um,
okay.
my name is
That's a
Bill.
good name.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Like Bill Gates, right?
Yes,
And
like Lewis.
yeah, and I own my own company. I'm an e-commerce guy, and I have a little agency, a small little agency, and I drive traffic for other people's websites that they're selling things. Like
Some kind related to marketing, traffic.
yeah, right. So
Yes.
for example, there's a coffee manufacturer here in Thailand, and I drive traffic to their website so they can get new buyers. Um,
Yes.
that's something I do. And then I do my own thing too. I live in Thailand, so I have Thailand Adventure Network. I sell adventure gear for through that through the Thailand Adventure Network. So, for example, if you like scuba diving, then I sell all the gear: mast, fin, snorkel, torpedo, tank, dive watch, dive knife, all that stuff. And I
Like online shopping,
yeah,
right?
right.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I use WooCommerce. You probably heard of
E-commerce.
WooCommerce,
Yes.
right? So you've heard of that. So that's what
Yes.
it's that type thing. All
Yes.
right, good, good. Duck? What is your biggest challenge in your life? Maybe not just business, but what's your biggest challenge in your life?
I think for now my biggest challenge is I must to good in English because uh, without English I can grow my career my
Career.
career path career
Uh-huh. Career.
okay yes career path
Mm-hmm.
yes
Good.
actually I don't have speak too much with foreigners, so maybe I'm a little nervous and I'm not confident. So maybe uh, I'm not I don't know what I need to say, and I don't need to remember the vocab to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I must the first important for me. I must confident and feel free when I'm speaking with a foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Good. Well, you're in the right place for that,
Yes,
and so good job because um, what will get you fluent faster is definitely talking to a native speaker, even if it's not me, whoever it is. Um, that will help you out a lot because then you can mimic, you can copy the way we say words, and you get to hear the up and down pronunciation, right?
yes, I think so.
Good.
Actually, I'm a software engineer. Um, I think I good in writing or reading because I do English and have any change to. I'm working at a local company.
Mm-hmm.
They don't so
Mm-hmm.
I decided to choose Cambly to speak English every day, and I have just make a subscription for 12 months. I think it's real more in speaking English.
Excellent. Good.
So yes,
That's fantastic. All right,
yeah,
great. So now ask me a where question.
okay. Maybe I will ask you where are you come from?
Yeah, where do you come from?
Where did you come
Um,
from? Okay,
yeah. So I grew up in Virginia in the United States. It's near Washington D.C., but I grew up on the ocean. So I'm from Virginia on the ocean, Yorktown. I went to university in Florida. So I lived in Florida for 5 years. I got a great job and lived in Massachusetts, which is up north on the East Coast near New York City. Well, Massachusetts is Boston, but also near New York City.
yes,
And got fed up with the United States, didn't like the tax situation in the United States, really love Thailand. So I moved to Thailand and pretty happy here in Thailand. Pretty
did
happy.
you
Anyway,
did
thank
you
you.
ever come to Vietnam?
No, but I have some clients in Vietnam. So
Yeah,
I in Hanoi. Are you in Hanoi or are you like in Ho Chi Minh City? Whereabouts are you?
I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes,
Okay. So
yeah,
that's closer. You're my neighbor. You're a neighbor.
yes. I
Not too
hope
far.
so.
Yep. All right. Good job. Good job with where. Let's do who. Can you ask me a question with who?
Okay. Uh, who is your best friend? You tell
Hmm.
it's a little bit.
That's a good question. Who is your best
Yes.
friend? Hmm. Well, I mean, she's not here right now, but I guess I would have to say my best friend is my Thai girlfriend, but she's at
Fine.
work. So I can say whatever I want. If
Okay.
she's here, I'll say, "Mom, it's my Thai girlfriend." But
Okay.
if she was here, I'd say, "It's my beautiful Thai girlfriend." Uh, but I guess my best friend is a guy named David.
David.
And yeah, David is in the United States, and we've known each other for about 10 or 15 years now. And David owns Morgan James Publishing. So if you ever write a book and you want to
Yes.
publish your book in the United States, he's the guy to talk to. Um, but Dave also likes surfing and all the things I like. So surfing and scuba diving and snow skiing, and he's a pretty awesome guy. So he's probably my best friend, but he hasn't come to
Yeah.
Thailand yet. He said, "Oh, Bill, it's too far to fly in an airplane." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's true."
Okay.
Cool. Who? Let me ask you this: who do you admire the most? Who do you admire the most?
I think my father. Yes, because he's raised me and he teach me a lot of things that I become today,
Mhm.
and I really admire my father. And yes,
Cool. So you answered a why question, right? You answered a why question. So good job. Why do you admire your father? I admire my father because, and all those things you said, right?
yes. Uh,
Um, Go ahead. So
no.
can you ask me a why question?
Mm, why did you teach English? What is the reason that you want to teach everyone to learn English?
Mm.
Yes.
Well, it turns out that the Thai government really wants uh, native speakers to teach their people English, and they're pretty
Yes.
smart about it. So they will give me a visa for as long as I want, as long as I'm teaching English. So I have no problems with my with visa. If I teach English here, and I think about what I was good at. Right, my mother was an English teacher, so
Yes.
I was always very good at English. I always made A's in English. But math, I sucked. Right? I was terrible at math. So there's a lot of things that I didn't get to do because my math was so bad. But my English was good. So I was able to get a lot of jobs, communication jobs, right?
Mm,
So sales jobs, uh, explaining economics. It's pretty good at economics. So that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's why I do it. I love it though. I love impacting people and helping them get a better life. And in Thailand, definitely,
yeah.
you know English, you get a much better life, right? You get a
Yes,
much
I
better.
think so.
Yeah.
I think if uh, for me, if I would in English, it can change my life. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will. It
Yes.
definitely will. Have faith. It will. Who, what, where, who, what, where, when. So, did we ask a when question? I'm so confused. When?
When did you often get to bed?
When? Say that one more time.
When do you often get to bed?
When do I get a break?
Bed, like go to sleep?
Oh, bed. What? Yeah. When do I go to bed? When do
Yes.
I go to bed? Well, uh, I, God, I love to sleep, man, and I'm so lazy. Um,
Mm,
so I get up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty late, I guess. Maybe not for Thailand, but it's for the United States, it's pretty late. Um, but for me, for me to actually wake up at 8 o'clock, I need to go to bed either 10 at night or 11 at night. Sometimes I just stay up till 12 though, which is bad, but
all right.
and so I get sleepy. So yeah, that's when. All right, good. And
I
let's do
see just 1 minute left.
yeah.
So how can I add more minutes to this conversation?
Well, I'll tell you what, just find me again and sign up again and we can do I have probably 20 different exercises I do with regular students. So like
Okay.
next time we'll talk about your dream job and then we'll do a mock interview of your dream job. If that's if you I mean you can I would recommend, I mean I would love to talk to you like all the time, but
Mm,
if you want to use other student tutors as well, that's cool. But I'm always here for you, Duke. I'm always here for you. All righty.
yes,
Cool.
maybe I will make another phone call right now. I need to receive the feedback from you.
Okay. Awesome. You made it back. Awesome. Good job. All right. So we did all the, but we didn't do how. Can we finish it up and do how? Like if you ask me a how question? Yes, you did.
Mm, how I become a good man.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, how do you be? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to give you another way to study English and do really well with English, explode your English.
Yes.
That goes along with Cambly. Like you can use Cambly and then you can do this other thing too. All right. So we'll start with that. We got 14 minutes. So you told me you could read, right? You read a lot
Yes.
of English. That's good. So what I want you to do is get a fiction book, a story that you would love to read. You would read anyway, right? You would read if it was written in Vietnamese, you would read this book, but make sure the book's written in English, right? So
Okay.
I read a lot. I read a ton. This is the book I read last month. It's called China Rich Girlfriend. It's
Mm,
kind of interesting. It's good. So
okay.
when you get it, I want you to do two things.
Okay.
First thing, I want you to pick a goal of how much you're going to read. I'm going to read 1 page. I'm going to read 6 pages. I'm going to read 5. I'm going to read a chapter. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is, do that. And then when you read it with a pen or a pencil in hand. And when you come to a word that you don't know, a new vocabulary word, I want you to circle it or
Yes, I have a highlight pencil.
highlight. Good.
Yes. Good.
The reason we do that is we don't stop. So don't stop. Don't
Mm,
stop reading. Keep going. You can come back after you finish your goal to
like
look it up.
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason is when we see a word in context,
Mm,
it forces our brain to think about what that word might mean, right? And that's really important to force our brain to think about the word.
like we guess the meaning of the word in the sentence.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And then when you do know the word, that will help you retain it. That will
Mm,
that will help you put the word into your long-term memory, not your short-term memory.
yes.
It's really important. All right.
Mm,
So that's number 1. Continue reading and then go back later on after you're finished and you can look up the word then.
mm,
That's number 1. Number 2, when you read it, I don't want you reading it to yourself. I want you to read it out loud. Out loud. And when you read it out loud, you need to read slow enough so you say every S. You 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 say every is, am, or are, every article, a, and the, right? You do all of that. You say everything just like it's written,
okay.
and you do it out loud. And that
Mm,
creates a new synapse, a connection between your brain and your mouth, right?
like when we read that we inputting something in our brain,
Right.
and then when we speak louder, that we output, we make something output.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It's a lot like muscle memory. Like
Yes.
I played football for 20 years, right? And we do certain things over and over and over in football. Like I trap a ball, someone passes a
Mm,
ball to me and I trap it, control the ball, control it. And I work on that over my course of my, hours and hours and hours. I work on being able to control the ball correctly when it gets
that's
passed to me, right? So my leg, I don't have to think about it now. The
mm,
ball comes to me, I just know how to trap it. I don't even think about it. It's perfect, right? Because I've done it so many times. I have muscle memory. I don't need to think about it. Same thing for talking.
mm. We
You start
practice.
Yeah,
Yes.
you start to think in a word group. Go to go to. To go to the store, right?
Mm,
You think it, your mouth just says it. And you don't even think about the part where you just say it. Now you've got that
that's
muscle you just saying it, right?
yeah, like natural. We
Right,
must it.
right. And that's why you read out loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a paragraph from China Rich Girlfriend.
Okay.
And if you have a pen or hard, a highlighter's hard, but I want you to listen and write down any words that are new to you, any new vocabulary, any new words. Okay. There
Okay.
should probably three. Most of the time, there's three or four.
Mm,
So we'll see. Okay, here we go. I'll read slow, but I'll read out loud. China Rich Girlfriend. I found out that they had gone to Maui and were holed up in some private villa having a torrid romance. They were having a torrid romance. She wouldn't come back to Hong Kong and she broke off all contact with us. I couldn't understand what was happening. I couldn't understand why she wouldn't come back. I was so distraught.
mm.
And that's the paragraph, right? So, any new words for you?
I think some new word for me like when a toilet, I see it.
Torrid, right? Torrid, torrid. All right, good.
Yes,
Torrid romance. That's what they said. Torrid romance.
romance, romance.
Good. Torrid means to be very intense, crazy intense, very intense. So if you had a torrid romance, that would be like, wow, super in love or super, I don't know how would you would say it, but just like that's like 100%. Torrid is really intense. You can have a torrid movie, right? A
Mm,
movie that's really intense. Inception might have been a torrid movie, just really intense, really crazy, crazy intense. You could have a torrid river, a torrid plane ride, right?
yes,
The plane is going like this. It's really
like
intense, really crazy. All right.
okay,
So
maybe
that's
I understand now.
good.
Really romantic.
Yes. Very
Yeah.
romantic. Very
Okay.
intense. Yeah. Um, so another word there, the last one, distraught. Do you know what distraught means? Distraught.
Can you type
Just
this chart
distraught.
like this point?
Not really. It's more than that. Um, distraught is upset. You're upset. You're angry. Okay. You're
Mm,
disappointed. You're sad. But
like cannot control myself.
right, that's the
Okay.
key. Yeah, you're
Okay.
upset. And you're probably acting out. You're angry. Right.
Okay.
Right. Let's say I sometimes the translation tool doesn't work very well, but I'm going to try it just to see what they say. Distraught, AUGHT. Sometimes it just doesn't work, but I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I don't like to translate to Vietnamese because it make me cannot put in long memory.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I
I
do.
always want to learn new word in the sentence or in the image or in the context. As it help me more remember.
Yep, absolutely. You're 100% right. Yes. All
Okay.
right, cool. So there might have been another word, well, two more. Villa, you may know villa, a
Yes,
villa.
I know. Yes, I
Okay,
know.
yeah. Okay, and then the other one is more slang. Hold up. And I'm going to put it in quotes.
Hold up.
Hold up. So if you're holed up in a place, you're not going anywhere but by choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're staying where you are and it's your choice. So COVID-19, it's all over Bangkok. I'm going to be holed up in my apartment for 2 weeks. I'm going to quarantine myself for 2 weeks. I'm going to hold up in my apartment.
Yeah, me too. I studied at home for 3 months. I cannot go out because COVID pandemic in
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah. And so, well, I go out. I go out to the market. I go out to some malls. I go out to where I can go. But a month from now in Thailand, they're going to open everything up. They're going to say, "Screw it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to live with COVID. It's going to be here. We're going to have to live with it."
Mm.
So if you don't get they basically said if you don't get your vaccine now, it's on you, right? You
I
got a month.
already have 2 shots.
Oh, good. I have one. I
One.
get my I
What
get my
kind?
second
What kind?
AstraZeneca.
Me too. I got 2 shots.
Good, good for
Yes.
you. Yeah, I get my second in 2 days on the 14th. I get my second on the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I
I
should be.
think we 3 minutes left, so I want to receive feedback from you, like
Okay.
my performance, my pronunciation, and everything. Just feel free feedback to me, and I uh, I think I will have to improve and fix. Can you
Okay.
help me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to give you too much at one time, but
Yes.
what I would say, what I want you to work on for your print, and your English is very good. We just got to work on your pronunciation. And so when we speak in English, we accent certain syllables. There's no words aren't, the word, we go up and down like uh
Accent and straight.
like torrid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taurus.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what's happening in your language a little bit is
Mm.
you're cutting off the last syllable. When when a word needs to have that last syllable accented,
Okay.
you're cutting it off a little bit. Not every
Mm.
word, but that's that seems to be a little bit of like the next step for you, right?
Okay. Okay. I
That
think
would be the
so.
next step, is work on pronouncing a word like and watch YouTube. The way you do this is you could watch YouTube
Mm.
and maybe watch a TED talk or something like that, something you would be
Okay.
interested in. Listen to it, stop it, and then see if you can say what that person said the same way, right? You can see
Okay.
if you can mimic them, whatever they're
Mm.
talking about. Maybe it's software,
Yeah.
maybe it's
Okay.
coding, C plus or something like that.
Okay. I
And then,
know.
right. And so you could do that. That's right now. If you did that, that would bring you to the next level,
Okay.
right? So the reading and doing that will definitely bring you to the next level.
Yes.
Okay. Well, 58 seconds left. It looks like my 1 o'clock appointment, my 1 o'clock student is here. He's ringing me. But any other questions? You got 49 seconds left. Any other questions
Yeah.
for me?
Yes. Actually, this is my first time, and I think we will have more conversation in the next time because
Awesome.
I really like your voice. Um, and this kind of voice I want to become when I speak fluency. Yes.
Excellent. Well, I'm happy to help you. It was my pleasure. It was wonderful to meet you, and
Okay.
I'm sure we'll meet again next time. Next time I want to go over. I probably said this, your dream job, and
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll do a mock interview with you. I'll interview you about the job. Okay.
Okay, I think I
Always fun.
need to say goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thanks, Doug.